Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about marketing concept and marketing strategy, which is unit 1 of our medical tourism. So in this particular unit, we'll be understanding few objectives. We'll be studying about few objectives. There will be a few concepts that we'll be talking about in respect to health specifically. So the aim of the unit will be to study digital marketing and website development concepts of hospital, especially to the all the things that we'll be studying in this unit related to marketing, digital marketing, that will be in relevance to the hospital specifically, so that we'll be able to understand that how we can basically apply these things into the medical tourism or to attract the traffic into our country, specifically to the healthcare industry, right? Now the objectives for this particular unit is to study healthcare industry in India, to review media spend in India, to study digital marketing landscape, to study digital advertising spends in India, to highlight digital marketing strategy, to study website development of the hospitals, right? So let's begin with. So first of all, we need to understand that what is our healthcare market size, right? So because since we all are aware that healthcare industry is a very booming industry and it's continuously growing, specifically in India, because India is a developing country and the economy is growing in a good pace. So healthcare market size is also growing year by year or decade by decade, right? So here in this graph you can able to see that healthcare market size is continuously growing from 2016 to 17 to 20, right? Now the latest industry size was $280 billion as per the Indian economy, right? Now, if we talk about the advertising spend in India, it is also growing at the same speed or the same pace, because advertising becomes a very important part of any business or any industry, so that it can attract a lot of traffic, or you can say it can attract a lot of customers across the world or the patient across the world, so that they can use the healthcare facility of India, right? So this particular graph is basically showing that this is in the continuous growth, and in also coming years or coming decades we will be able to see the same trend, because healthcare industry is such industry where all the things are basically in a growing pace, right? Okay, so let's begin with the marketing objectives and digital marketing avenues. So before differentiating between marketing objectives and digital marketing avenues, we need to understand that what is exactly marketing and what is exactly digital marketing, right? So we all are aware that marketing is basically used, marketing is a very powerful tool, and it is used to sell your product very effectively and to the specific customers or to your target market size. Whereas digital marketing also plays a very important role nowadays, because people are using social platforms, online platforms very frequently, and they are using all such type of different kind of social medias, platforms, everything, where you should display your products or services, and you can catch your customers or you can catch your target market very easily, right? Because if we talk about marketing, so marketing objectives are a little bit different from the digital marketing avenues, because it is also about the physical product, right? So let us discuss the marketing objective first. So the objective is brand and product awareness. So whenever any manufacturing company or any other company who is dealing in any kind of product, if they want to sell the product to the customers, they actually want to make the customers aware of their product, so that they can be able to sell this product to the customers. Now next is build consideration. Build consideration means that your product should be considered by your customer, and your customer should consider your product over the other products. Then build community, that your product by using the different marketing techniques and different marketing tools, your product can be reached to the customers very effectively, and they should have a proper community to sell your product. Now, seed sale means that marketing is a kind of sowing a seed which increases the sale, which grows the sale very continuously or very effectively. So marketing techniques and tools are basically used to help in growing the sales. Now next is drive word of mouth. What does word of mouth means? That whenever any customer uses your product or services, and if they are happy with your product or services, they'll definitely refer your service or product to the other 5 customers or other 10 customers. That is word of mouth. And marketing is a push to that word of mouth, because if you use the marketing technique also in the word of mouth, then your products because for example, if you have seen on the websites that or probably in anywhere, that if your product is being purchased by any customer and they're satisfied and they recommend your product to their friends or their families, then you can use the marketing techniques and get their reviews posted on the online platforms, posted on your websites, and you can immediately speed up your brand value in the eye of customers, right? So marketing is basically helps in driving the word of mouth also. Now let us discuss about the digital marketing avenues. So there are few terms that are related to the digital marketing, because digital we all know that digital platforms are very used and very are being very much used by the customers nowadays. They are using it for their online shoppings, they are using it for their reviews, to read the reviews, to read the blogs, to read the to basically gain any information. They are using the online platforms, right? So to make your product available on the online platforms, or to make the customers aware by your product and services through online platforms, is one of the good option nowadays, and it is very much effective. So there are few terminologies that are basically related to the digital marketing, and we'll be taking all these one by one. So first is search engine optimization, and then search engine marketing, display advertisement, social media, affiliate marketing, video advertising, online classifieds, and blogging, right? So these are few and different types of avenues that are being used by various organizations, whether it's healthcare or the product organization, and they are using all these types of avenues to sell their services or product to the customer. Now let us first discuss about SEO, which is search engine optimization. So in SEO, we need to understand that what is SEO, why it is required, how we can have this SEO, and when we need to or probably what are the duration of this SEO, right? So when we talk about search engine optimization, so first we need to understand the terminology. Search engine optimization means that your product is basically searched by the customer frequent time, and automatically your products start reflecting on the Google page, right? So what is SEO? It is organic listing of search engine. What is organic listing? Organic listing is the automatic unpaid listing, right? So there are two type of listing on the Google page. One is paid listing, one is unpaid listing. When we talk about the SEO, it is the unpaid listing, means that more the customers or more the people will search about your brand, more easily it will be able to come on the first search option on the Google page. So it is basic SEO is basically organic listing on search engine. Whenever you type any brand name or any kind of service on the Google, you will be able to find all the related information on the Google page and to the related brand, right? So this is search engine optimization. Why it is required? To drive and maintain brand awareness, right? So for example, if you can see here, the Pfizer example is given. So if I search on the Google that what is Pfizer, and or maybe probably what is Pfizer in dealing with. So I'll be able to get all the related information about the Pfizer company, about the whatever information is available on Wikipedia, right? Any kind of their stock market position, and every related information will be shown on the Google page, right? So that is basically the organic listing. Why it is required? To drive and maintain brand awareness. So if any change happen in your brand, if any thing is being basically changed in your brand, or you have updated your website, or you have updated any kind of services, you have upgraded any kind of additional features in your company or in your websites, so your product so your customer will be aware by look at their look at your websites and look at your Google page, right? So by this SEO, by the help of SEO, your brand is basically well aware in the eyes of customer, and you can be able to drive your brand to the customer. Now how it can be done? Effort, high and consistent, right? So here the efforts are high and very consistent, because it is basically consistently you need to update each and everything, and so that your brand should be available on the page continuously and consistently, right? And your visibility is very high, so that whenever any customer searches any option, so your brand should be the first one to look at it, right? Now when it is a long term thing, because it is unpaid, so it is a long term thing. There is no particular tenure for which it is visible on the Google page, or it is visible on the online websites. So that is why it is unpaid organic listing, and it is for the long term, right? Now let's come to the SEM. So what is SEM? SEM is the paid ads on search engines. So paid ad means that if you are having a healthcare hospital, so if you're having a healthcare facility or a hospital, and if you want that your facility or your hospital should be seen on the Google page first, right? So you can pay a minimum charges, or you can pay certain charges, so that your hospitals or your brand should be there on the top page of the Google, right? So what is this? These are the paid ads on search engine. We like here you can see that if we search about Best Heart Hospital, so paid ad will show up at the first place, and then we'll be able to get the other options below when we'll scroll down below, right? So like Narayan Health Bangalore will be shown on the first in the on the first catch, because they have a paid ad on the Google page, so that immediately customers should click on their ad, and they will be redirected to their website, right? So when they'll be redirected to their website, they can be able to search all the related information on their website. So SEM is basically about the paid ad search engines, right? Now why it is required? To drive visibility and consideration. So if you are if you want to basically make your products or make your brand visible to the customer, you can definitely use this SEM. Then how it is required? Efforts, medium and consistent, right? So you just need to pay to the media, or some media company or some advertisement company, and they can fix your brand on the Google page, and they can make it visible to the customers, to the target audience, right? When what is the tenure? So short to medium term, because it is a paid ad. So the amount that you will be paid to the particular advertising agency, for that tenure your ad will be shown on the Google page, and when the terms ends, it will be removed from there. But yes, if you can continuously shown up your ad, then definitely after some time you don't need to pay to these companies to make your brand available on the Google page, because till then you'll be able to attract the customers to your brand, and customers automatically start searching about your brand, right? So it is a very good tool that are basically used nowadays to attract the traffic, or to attract the different customers. Now next is display advertising. So what is display advertising? Visually appealing, static, Rich media images that drive to desired destination, right? So what is display advertising? So whenever you see any pictures or any uh, visual things on the websites, so visually appealing static, so these are static pictures, right? These are not moving or dynamic pictures, these are static images, or these are very rich media images that basically attracts the customers, and basically attracts target market, because visuals are the things that we'll be able to use these visuals very effectively for using for attracting the people to our brand. So we should use always such type of visuals, so that we'll be able to reach to the customers effectively. Why it is required? It helps in driving consideration and leads. It basically increases the leads. So advertising increases the leads, and you'll be able to attract the more customers onto your websites or onto your services. So efforts are very high and sporadic, because you need to find out very relevant images, or probably you need to paste a very relevant images as per your brand or services, and then you need to post it on your websites or on your page, so that it can be able to relate to your service or brand, right? Otherwise, if you just post any, or if you just you know um, have any irrelevant picture, so it does not mean anything. So that is why it is very much necessary. It is very short term, because uh, the pictures or the images are continuously changing. You cannot have the same image over a long period of time, because customers are also very much dynamic, so they want to be updated about your services and related thing, and they can easily relate to the images or the visuals, right? So that is why your image and the visual should be like that they can be able to relate that. Now let us discuss about social media. So it is very, very kind of most used online platforms, if we say about. So social media, we all are using, almost every person is using social media, whether it's Facebook, WhatsApp, or any kind of other social media platforms. So these are not only used for the connectivity of the people, but nowadays these social media platforms are also used for advertising a lot. A lot of products is being displayed on these social media platforms, and they are helping you to grow your grow your sales through by displaying the ad on their platforms, right? So what is social media? These are the presence on major and relevant social media. So for example, if you can see here on the Facebook page, whenever we scroll down, and whenever we are just looking at any random things, so suddenly ad pops up onto our page, and there are some product displaying on that, there is some services displaying on that, and we sometimes just scroll down, and we sometimes click on the ad, and we redirect it to their page, right? So that is very, very, very kind of useful tool nowadays to attract the lot of customer to your product, because social media is most of the, because a recent survey has said that social media is being used most by the young people, or the trend are also coming into the middle age or old age people as well. So healthcare, if we talk about healthcare facilities, or about the hospital, so if you want to promote your brand or services, you can definitely able to use these social medias platform. Now why it is required? It helps in creating community, driving word of mouth, leads, etc., right? So obviously one kind of community is being created by using this social media, because there is like target market, which specific people are using this social media platforms, and there are few target market who are basically interested in your particular brand or service. So by the word of mouth, it also helps in increase your sales or increase your service, right? Then how it is basically how this social media is going. So effort are high and consistent, required lot of creative content through process, right? Because there is a lot of, because the on the social media the ads are very small, like for 10 seconds, for 15 seconds. So your content should be very creative, so that it can catch the customer very impactfully and very quickly. Otherwise, if you have a long ads, or if you have a very long advertisements or very long displays, then your customer might not be interested in your product, or into seeing your advertisements, right? So your advertisement should be catchy, your advertisement should be short and quick, so that it can reach to the target customer very effectively. Now these are long term and consistent, because they have, like, social medias have some plans for like months or for few time. So you can choose your plan accordingly, and you can make your brands or products available on these social medias for whatever time you want to, right? So they are basically helping to grow the sales very effectively, and these are very good. Now let us discuss about video advertising. What is video advertising? Create presence or major and relevant social media, right? So these are basically videos, or these are basically advertisement techniques which are using few videos on the social media channels, on the different type of things. Because for example, if you have a service or if you have a brand, you can just create a video and you can post it on YouTube, or you can post it on Facebook or any other social media channel, so that your brand or your service is available on these platform. And whenever any person wants to find out about the any such service, for example, best heart hospital on YouTube channel, or best uh, heart surgery where it can be done, so your video should be there, and they can just click on your video and can see that what are the different services you are providing, how your customer experiences, what are the reviews of other people. So you can have this particular video advertisement. Then why it is required? It helps in creating community, driving word of mouth, leads, and etc. So almost every digital marketing avenue have the same why, because the main purpose is to creating a community and to increasing the sales and driving the word of mouth, right? So these all these platforms or all these type of avenues are helping growing the creating word of mouth and creating the community. Next, how is that effort is high and sporadic, required lot creative content through process. And these are long term and consistent, because you can consistently post any kind of videos on the channels, different channels. You can make your presence consistently, and you can be able to make customer aware by your products and services. Now online classifieds. So online classifieds, like basically if you see that there are few type of websites which are like just dial, or any, there are a lot of websites nowadays. So if you want to contact those healthcare facilities, if you want to contact those hospitals, you can just easily search their contact details, their area, their address, right, onto their websites, and you can be able to get their address and the phone numbers on the website, right? You can have the contact details. So as you can see here, if you want to search about any hospitals, any, or maybe probably any kind of other hospital, you can just go to the search bar and you can search about the kidney hospitals, or you can search about the heart hospitals in your area. Then they can show the various type of option on their page, right? And by clicking one, you can just able to compare the different hospitals, and you can able to see that what kind of services you are required as per your requirement, right? Now, why it is required? Capitalize the in-market audience who is in the search of the solution, right? So the purpose is not attracting the customer to your service. The purpose is that who already required these services, they should be able to get in touch with you, they should be able to find you, they should be able to reach you. So that is why these online classifieds are helping those people who already who are basically finding any solution and who are already searching the any kind of service, right? Then efforts are less and sporadic because you don't need any kind of major content, any images, any videos. You just need to post your details about the contact details, about your addresses and everything, and you just need to post your details on these websites, and you will be able to you will be able to provide all the related information to your patient. Now these are short term because whenever in the toolbar any patient searches about any hospital, so it is not necessary that your hospital will be shown on the first place itself every time. So it can be on the last also, it can be on the first also, it can be on the medium also. So that is completely depends on the frequency of your searches, and that is being decided by the customers or the patients. Now let us discuss about blogging. So what is blogging? Um, Blogging is basically long-term content on varied topics that are used our users are concerned about, right? So blogs are very popular nowadays, or probably from past few years. There are a lot of bloggers who basically research about any topic, who basically research about any area or some services, and then they write their reviews, and then they write their experiences, and they'll be able to help all other customers or the patients in the market, so that they can be able to have a proper knowledge about this, right? So if you can see here, the 7 qualities of great healthcare BPO. So a blogger by name of Anand, they have basically write a blog about the 7 qualities of great healthcare BPO. And if you ever search that I want to select a healthcare BPO. Now, how will be able to select a healthcare BPO? So you will be able to get all the related information about the healthcare BPO on the page, and by reading the blog, by reading the experiences, by reading the reviews, you can be able to find a proper and suitable healthcare BPO for your use. Now, why it is required? It helps in educating users, establishing thoughts, leadership. Also, it boosts the SEO effort, right? So, basic purpose is to educate the customer or the patient, so that they have a proper thought and proper direction, and they can be able to more confident. They'll be able to be more confident into your service, because they have already gained a lot of information about your product and services, and now they have a faith kind of thing in your service. Now, how efforts are very high and consistent, because in writing a blog, it is very much required that the you know, there should be a proper inclusion of all the services, all the details, right? And the writing should be very effective, so that every person can understand it. The language should be very effective. Everything is very much required in this particular thing, right? Now it is very long term, because it is basically create a space in the customer's mind, and they always remember that, okay, I have read about this in somewhere, and this is the type of services they are offering. So this is very consistent, and this is very good and long term. So these are basically about the different type of digital marketing avenues that nowadays hospitals are also using to market their services, to market their brand, and to make the patients, or to make everyone aware about their brand. Now let us discuss about digital advertising spends in. So this is the graph in which you can be able to show that digital advertisement, digital advertising forecast from 2017 to 2020. So there are different types of digital avenues, which are display, video, social media, classified searches, right? So here you can see that in 2016 it was 20%, then 18, then 28, right, and then 27. So and then 27%, right? And likewise in 2017 it was 25, 2018 it was 23, 2020 19, 2019 21. uh, So display is basically, if you see the yellow one, right? So if you see the yellow one, so display is continuously increasing, right? If more images or more display you are using, you'll be able to attract the more patients. If we talk about videos, so videos are also increasing at the same speed. Second is the video. So videos are also increasing because on the social media platforms, on YouTube's, on Facebook's, if you post the video about your services, about your brand, then customer will definitely going to see that video and being aware about your services. If you talk about social media, so it is also definitely increasing. It is now 30% in 2020, and social media is one of the most impactful uh, platform where you can be able to sell your service. Now next is classified. So classified is in the same space because you just need to post your information about related about your service, your contact details, so that these are basically searched on the same speed. And when we talk about search, so the trend in the search is decreasing. Why? Because people nowadays are not interested in search, in go to the Google page and type and search about the different type of hospitals or healthcare facility. Rather they prefer to go to the YouTube, to the social media platforms, and they rather want to see the videos and the images about the brand or about the facility, and they can be able to relate more easily, right? Now this particular graph shows digital advertising spend industry wise in 2016. So FMCG, auto, e-commerce, retail, telecom, BFSI, media, entertainment, consumer durables, and others, right? So these are the different spend in when we talk about display. So the maximum spend in if we talk about the maximum spend, so it is in FMCG industry. So FMCG industry, or sorry, maximum spend is the BFSI, right? So here the spend is maximum in case of display. And if we talk about the videos, so in videos the maximum spend is in which industry? 29%, that is the automobile or media and entertainment industry, right? And then FMCG industry. So because FMCG industry is the very very vast industry and very you can say the very uh, booming industry. So videos are being displayed on the various social media platforms, and you can be able to see that easily, right? Now when we talk about searches, so these are 42% in e-commerce, because we always using, almost everyone used online shopping, everyone use searches different kind of products on the websites, and they can be able to search a lot of products. If we see about classified, so classified is in more in the consumer durables and the auto industry. So and when we talk about social media, so social media is maximum in the telecom, right, or in the retail industry. Retail industry is using social media for their advertisement more, very in a high portion or the percentage. So these all are the different advertisement spends industry wise, right? Now let us discuss about few strategy on the basis of which digital marketing is working. So strategy, if we talk about, so we need to understand that what are the objective of your digital marketing, right? So whenever you think about opting for a digital marketing, you should understand and you should know that what are the different objectives of digital marketing, why you need the digital marketing. Is your brand not reachable to your customer? Is your brand is your Are your customer not aware about your brand? Are your services are not able to sold effectively? Can you not able to reach the customer properly? So what are the different type of objectives due to which you want to opt for the digital marketing, right? Now after you clarify with all the objectives, then you should target the audience, right? You cannot reach each and every people, and there is no point of reaching every people, because every person has a different need, different perspective, and there is no point in reaching the customers or the people who are not interested in your services. So you should always classify the target audience, and you should be able to reach to them, so that you will be able to properly target them. Then after you define the target audience, you should check that where you want to post your, or where you want to make your presence, right? Channels, or different types of Google page, different types of social media channels, or other bloggings area. Wherever you want to make your presence, you should choose that, right? And now how you will do it? By messaging means that you will be able to create a message either by the image, either by the pictures, or sorry, the image, the videos, right? Or the any kind of things, and you will be able to create a message about your brand. You will be able to create a you should create a message about your brand. You should create information about your brand, and you should able to deliver it through the different digital avenues. Now, by using these different types of digital marketing avenues, what we will achieve, or what is need to be achieved by using this? So first and most important thing is awareness, right? Awareness means that you always want customers, that you always want that the customer should be aware about your brand, about your services, about your product, whatever you're dealing with. So if we talk about hospitals nowadays, so we always want that our customers, or our patients, or our target market should be aware about our services, what we are offering, or what we are specialized in, what are the different type of specialties we are offering, what are the different types of services we are offering, right? What are the customers service experience that we are providing. So this is what is need to be achieved in case of using digital marketing. Then when we talk about acquisition, so acquisition means that we should be able to acquire a lot of market, and we should be able to acquire different we should be able to grow our brands in the market, and we should be able to create a lot of leads and sales revenues. Now next is engagement, that we should, by using all these digital market avenues, we should be able to engage our target market and the target patients, so that they always prefer our services or our brand over the other brands, right? So these are the things that needs to be achieved when we talk about the digital marketing avenues. Okay, so now we will by this particular chart, we will be able to understand that whom should we target in healthcare segment, right? So healthcare segment have different things. The hospitals are not the only facility that comes in healthcare segment. So there are like hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, diagnostics, medical equipment and supplies, and medical insurances, right? So what are the awareness or probably what are the awareness area where by using the digital platform you will be able to make this, right? So in case of hospital, patients, doctor and non-medical staffs, all of these people can be able to used to make your brand aware by the customers or by the patients, right? Now acquisition, who you want to acquire, or who is your target or market customer, are your patients, different patients that are using your facility. And whom you do you need to engage? The patients and the doctors both, because doctors are the face value of your brand or face value of your hospitals. So the more good your doctors are, you can be able to attract the more patients to your healthcare facility or the hospital facility. Now, when we talk about pharmaceuticals, so doctors, pharmacists, and medical reps, all these are the people who are basically should be aware about your services, who should be aware about your brand, right? And the acquisition should be by the doctors, medical shop owners, because medical shop owners will going to buy your products, will buy your medicines and your products, and doctors are basically prescribing your products, right? Prescribing your medicines, so they should be the target audience and for you, and you should be pushing your products to these people. Now engagement should be doctors, medical shop owners, and medical reps, because doctors are prescribing the medicine, medical shop owners are selling the medicines, and medical reps are referring your or probably selling your product to the doctors or to the medical shop owners, right? So these are very very much important people, uh, or the target market customer for you as a pharmaceutical company. In case of diagnostic, doctors and patients should be aware about your service and about your offerings, because they are the person who are going to use that. Now acquisitions are patients, and engagement should be with the patients and the doctors. Now medical equipment and supplies, hospital management, outsourcing partners should be aware about the medical equipment, because they will be going to buy your equipments if your equipment is of good quality, and your equipment and acquisition will be by the hospital management, because hospital management will going to spend the capital in your equipment, and engagement is also by the hospital management. Now, when we talk about medical insurance companies, so corporate HR admin heads, retail customers, all these people should be aware by your services. Retail customers are the acquisition, because any person can buy the medical insurance, and so your customer size and your target customer should be like that. Then engagement is there, because retail customer, corporate should be engaged in that. So these are the different kinds of healthcare segment, and the awareness, acquisition, and engagements are different for all the healthcare segments. So how can I reach them, or where can I reach them, right? So SEO, social media, and SEM, these three are the most important tools in the digital marketing that you can use to reach your customer or to reach your target market, right? So these are the social media, SEO, and SEM are the three most important, and after that are display, then mobile, email, blogging, affiliate. All these are the different methods by using which you can reach your customer, but among them social media, SEO, and SEM are the most important, right? And half of the area is being covered by SEO and SEM, which is the most important and impactful tool, so that you can be able to reach your customers or target audience. Now can I success the measure how can I measure the success, right? That whether my digital avenue is suiting my need, whether my digital avenue is fine or not. How should I measure that, right? So how many, first of all, you can see that how many saw impressions and opens, right? How many saw means that how many people saw your website, how many people saw your image or your video. By using that thing, you will be able to understand that how impactful is your digital avenue is. Then how many clicks, how many people have clicked on your website, how many people have clicked on your links, right? So this can also make you understand and make you realize that what is the exactly reachability of your digital avenue. Then how many landed, actually the clicks are different and landed are different, because as many as people can click on your link, but not everyone will visit your website, right? So how many people have visited your website, then how many leads appointment have been made, how many engagement have been made, and how many people have viewed your videos. So this is also one of the measurement of the digital avenue. Then finally, when people have booked the appointment, when people have view your videos and everything, how many have been converted, or probably how many have been booked for your healthcare facility. That is the final measurement of your digital avenue success. So or if you measure, if you want to measure your digital revenue, you can definitely look all the prospects that we have discussed here in order to measure the effectiveness of your digital revenue, and in order to measure that how effective is your digital revenue in order to reach the customer. Alright, so this is all about the digital marketing avenues, digital platforms using in the hospitals, and various type of digital avenues, right? Now we'll be discussing about the hospital website development. Okay, so website is a very important part of the hospital or any kind of industry, any kind of organization, because website is a online face of your brand. So the more impactful your website is, the more it will be able to attract the customers or attract the patients. So when we talk about hospital website development, nowadays it is very important part of the hospitals, because in earlier times what happened, that hospitals are not majorly focusing on the uh, website development or make their presence online, because they believe that doctors are the one who attract the patients to the hospitals. But since we are into digital age and now corporate hospitals are coming like Fortis, Max, Apollo, all these hospitals are coming, so the digital marketing, use of digital marketing in these types of hospitals are also increased, and have uh, increased the necessity of these website developments also. So let us start with the hospital website development. So any company willing to achieve maximum success in its industry should have its own online representation, and healthcare organizations are no exception to this rule. So a medical web resource plays a significant part. It affects the reputation of the clinic, the effectiveness of treatment, and much more. However, a few questions remain. How to create an appealing website? Can you platform be profitable? How to make your website work in full force, right? So like every other industry, like retail industry, manufacturing industry, they are all using these websites very effectively. Likewise, nowadays also hospitals are using these websites development very effectively, and they are taking these websites very seriously, so that they can be able to attract more and more patients to their healthcare facility, and these websites plays a very significant role in their facility. Now, what are the reason that your hospital needs a website, right? So more and more people choose a clinic with the help of famous Google or other search engines. Moreover, before making an appointment with the doctor, your potential patient will definitely visit the sites he like and studies all the information it provides. So a hospital web source is currently one of the most significant channel of sales of medical services and related products, right? So whenever any customer want to search that which hospital he want to go in and what type of services he want to opt, so he'll definitely going to search it on the Google or in any other social media platform, that which is the best hospital and which is the best service. And if your presence is not there on the online, or if your website is not there, so definitely you might lose a sale, or you might lose a target potential customer. So that is why your presence should be there on the online platforms, on the online pages, so that you can be able to reach the maximum patients effectively. Then, according to statistics, medical information websites rank second on the list of leading sources which provide specific data about a healthcare condition. And it's one of the more factor pointing that you should build your hospital web source. And although it seems to be obvious, let's allot out five main reasons why your clinic must have a site, right? So we'll be now understanding and we'll be now studying about the five main reasons that why you should have a website about your healthcare facility, because it is very much required and it is very much rigid. Now, recognizable high reputed brand. First is the recognizable high reputed brand. So recognizable high reputed brand means that the goal of branding is to create a harmonious image of your company, and a website is one of the elements of your branding strategy, right? So the more impactful your website is, the more informative your website is, you'll be able to attract the you'll be able to attract the more patients to you, right? So the website is able to make the brand recognizable and reputed, so that your patients can be able to catch your brand easily. Now, second is high competitiveness, because there are many hospitals available in the market. Everyone is providing almost every services, right? So why the patient will choose you over the others? Because your website, if your website is completely informative, very impactful, very much presentable, then definitely patient will be attracted to your websites, and they'll be able to search about you, right? So many hospital and healthcare facility institution work in the market, and yours is the only one of them. So therefore, in order to attract a maximum of patients to your clinic, you need to use all the means of competitive struggle, and taking full advantage of sources, web sources definitely belongs to these means, right? Now, third is customer loyalty. A website is a great opportunity to provide the best user experience and guarantee the loyalty of your customer, right? So it is basically it basically at the first place, because the customer yet do not use your service, do not come to your facility, but by looking at your website, they can be able to experience a service, and they can be able to judge that whether your services are good or not, right? So in the course, now next is 24-hour patient communication. So the site will help to always stay in touch with your patients. Feedback forms, online chats, instant messengers, and other communication channel come to the rescue in this regard, and you can quickly respond to the user messages, and among other things, learn their opinion on the level of medical services provided. So you will have a chance to correct the situation in a timely manner, right? So anytime patient can look at your website, anytime patient can book an appointment, anytime patient can see the doctor timings, anytime they can basically have any information by just looking at your website. Now, fifth reason is hospital marketing. Why you should have a website: to market your hospital, to basically sell your service, and to market your all the hospital services and everything. So the higher the reputation of medical institution, the greater the chance of attracting a maximum of clients and convincing them to choose your clinic. There are many ways to do this, and one of them is online promotion, especially as most of us long preferred internet methods for finding information of any kind. Okay, now let us discuss the factors to be considered when creating a new website for a hospital. So we should be able to understand that what are the different kinds of factors that we should consider when we are creating a new website for a hospital. First is the requirement imposed on a professional presentation of your content is completeness and accuracy are increased. It's quite natural, because the price of the incorrect information is much higher in the medical field, and therefore special attention to be paid to the issue, right? So professional presentation is very much required. The content should be very much complete and accurate, because whenever any patient will visit your website, they should be able to have a complete and proper and accurate information, so that they can be able to look at your services very keenly. Now next is the page of the medical website should be clear to the average user of medical service, as practice show the potential patient as well as purchaser of medical equipment or medicine is particularly demanding on the completeness, clearness and simplicity of data. You should never be you should never be post very complex data on your website, so that a patient will not be able to understand that. So your website should be very much simple to understand. It should be clear, and it needs to be very complete, so that patient can be able to have the proper knowledge about your services. Now next is, when creating a website design for the hospital, the cluster approach is of particular importance. In other words, the formation of the partnership relation aimed to promote healthcare goods and service. This method allows us to provide a patient with a complete service of high quality. Right? Now let us discuss about the features of the hospital website. So what are the different features of hospital website? So first feature is a detailed list of service and price list. This is first thing a patient is usually trying to find what exactly you're offering and how much it costs, right? So a detailed list of services should be shown on your website, every price, and if you even don't want to reflect the prices on your website, you can always have a click over button that whenever patient click, they can be directed to your contact page and they can have a proper information by contacting you. But your list of services should always be shown on your website so that patient can be able to understand that what are the services you are offering. Then booking an appointment with a doctor in online mode is very much required nowadays, because people are so much busy with their jobs, with their other things, that they can't be able to come to the hospital physically and wait for the long hours to get their turns. So they always prefer to book an appointment online, so that whenever their turn will come or whenever the time is fixed for them, they can be able to come immediately and can be attended by the doctor. Now third is online chat. So nowadays you all have seen that online chat box is there in every website, where you can just post any query what you have, and you can have properly the related information from the online requirement, right? So that is why this online chat is also one of the feature. Then the emergency call is a very useful feature which comes in handy when patient needs to call a doctor urgently, right? So there, in case of hospital scenario, there kind of any emergency situation which comes in, and in that particular situation you need to have a emergency call option also, so that patient can reach the doctor in an emergency situation. Then interactive map should be there, and such a feature helps the patient finding your hospital without any problem. So if we all are using GPS, or we all are using internet to find out the routes, so that is why this feature is very much important in case whenever you want to find out any hospital. So your website should have a proper Google map on the, or proper interactive map, where you can just click on the map and you can be able to find out the way to the hospital. And blogs are also very important. Now devote one section of your online medicine sites to the article which may potentially interest patient. These articles can include useful medical tips, treatment programs, method of diagnosis, and other things in the same vein. Right? Next is information about the doctors. Undoubtedly, your patients care about which specialist will treat them, right? They always want to know that which doctor will treat them, how much they are qualified, how much experience they have. So these data are very much interested in giving by all the details about each doctor, their experiences, qualifications, award received. I'll also be advisable to indicate a doctor's schedule and provide a patient with the possibility to book an appointment with the expert immediately, right? So if you see the Practo and other websites where, so if you see the Practo and other websites who have their own doctors listing and everything, so experiences are given, you can compare the doctors, you can have the comparison on the basis of experience, you can have the comparison on the basis of their qualification and everything, right? Description of the hospital departments, that how big is this hospital, what type of department is there, what are the different kinds of things are there, right? You can always check them. Now next is 3D tour over the hospital wards. The feature belongs to the expensive but networthy ones. It would be good option, good addition to the hospital website design. Patient would appreciate the chance to see your clinic. So the nowadays you can able to see their website, the virtual tour, which will make you understand the different departments of the hospital, the different facilities given by the hospital, what is the area of the hospitals, and it will give you a three-dimensional format of the hospital. The next is information about the doctors. Undoubtedly your patient care about like which specialist they are be treating, so we have already discussed this in our point also, right? And online doctors advice is also there nowadays, because patients are basically taking the advice from the doctors, and online mode only because they are short of time. So people are preferring the online advice from the doctor. They basically have a voice chat or probably have a video chat with the doctor, and they'll make the doctor understand that what are their problem and why they want to need assistant. And then feedback form, a patient should have opportunity to get a feedback channel. So definitely we should have, whenever we are designing the website, there should be a feedback option which will make the patient to provide a feedback about the services a hospital is providing. And the interactive advanced search to find the necessary information should be there. And features aimed at doctors need, right, because doctors are also very important part of the hospital, so the website should also, the related features that supports the doctors need should be there, right. So whether they want to find any kinds of information through the website, any online chat with the patient, any video reviews about the medicines, right, any other doctor review or anything that they want to know, that the information should be available on the website, hospital website, right. Now let us understand that how should we create a profitable hospital website. So first of all, it should attract the target visitors, right. If your website is very much impactful, they will definitely going to attract the target visitors. Turn a hesitant online medicine website, medical website visible into the real client ready to pay for your service, right. So the the patients who are looking at your websites and who are actually coming to your hospitals are both different, right. Patient might see 2 or 3 times onto your website about your services, but whether they will come or not, that will the another case. So there your website should have a potential that they should be able to convert the patient who are visiting your website into the real patient, into the patient who are coming to your hospital. Then get a database of customer in order to constantly keep contact with them, offering services or goods able to interest them. And then provide a maximum of online services and useful information, thus discharging the administrator and reducing the number of enormous requests, right. So maximum online services and information should be provided on the website, so that it can create basically connect with the patient, and patient can be able to pay even on the through the websites and on the online mode. So improve the name recognition and form a positive image of your healthcare company through efficient marketing of hospital. Your marketing facilities are also need to be present on the hospital website, so that you will be able to connect with the patients effectively. Increases the sale of goods and medical service and profitability of the business. So basically effective hospital websites can increase the profitability, not only about your services but also about your pharmaceuticals and any other or so these are the things that we have discussed about hospital websites, about the different digital avenues and everything, right. So we'll be discussing we'll be going to have a quiz based on the all the things that we have studied in this particular unit, and then we'll be able to understand that how much we have studied and how much we'll be able to understand to the related topics, right. So thank you so much. Right.